Alright, here we go. Second bid. Just chatting it up with the allies and whoever. Getting all my moves in place, readjusting everything, checking out victory points, neighbors, making call outs to my allies because they are struggling a bit. Talking with Ecuador. Because we're both assaulting the same enemy here. So tensions are a bit high. But I like to troll a little bit as well. He's kind of talking trash, but he's gonna lose all his stuff. Not a whole lot goes on in this video. I mean, finish off my current war, grabbing them southeast islands east of Argentina. Grab some islands up north in the Caribbean here. Towards the end of the video, here I am just away. Time sped up quite a bit. Come back just to check on things. This should be sped up a bit more, but I'm not gonna go back and do all that. Getting these units all stacked up and in position before I move in for attacks. Using the air to attack the units that I see. Always stop outside of a location. See there, I ended up catching one of Ecuador's units. So now he's landlocked within my boundaries, I guess, my borders. As you can see, like my ally in South Africa struggled hard. Literally, like, lost all his units. Same thing ends up happening with Mexico numerous times during the game. So it's like a struggle. There we go, just getting everything back in the right positions. Considering going Corvettes, because I noticed that Ecuador was building Corvettes because he had a rank to dock or whatever it's called. Rank to port. So I was letting Mexico know, hurry up and get there. Cut that island off, and I also end up going Corvettes myself, just in case. Can't have him having ships out there without having my own. So almost clear capped all this. Or what I can still reach, because I got cut off by Ecuador a little bit. Checking out everything. That's where I seen I thought about taking the Caribbean islands right there. So after I took those islands to the southeast, I moved that unit up there to cap those Caribbean islands, to eventually put an air base there, which would give me cover over Colombia, Venezuela, and northern Brazil and everything. There I was selling some of the some of the supplies I bought. Early game I bought them cheap, and then I ended up selling them for a profit. I didn't sell them all. I sold, like, enough to have some kind of fund so I could keep building. Playing the market's important. If you can get cheap resources, that you can sell for more later, or if possible you don't need to sell. It just depends on your income at the moment. Kind of checking out the rest of Europe a little bit, and just kind of checking out everything, man. Who owns what, who's making moves, what they're building. America ain't been doing anything. My home in South Africa is struggling hard, man. He's still a new player. Met both of these guys in Twitch chat, and I've played quite a few games with them. I've tried to give them tips. They kind of struggle with following the tips. They like to spread their research out, and they struggle with unit delays and not hitting or like going straight for cities without stacking up and everything, man, like, which is very important. Land cap and then stacking for cities is essential. Here I am away again, watching some YouTube videos, sped it up. I didn't speed up this part, man. I'll speed up the next part here. I got a unit, an enemy unit on the islands to the southeast, so I'm moving that jet down to help attack, because there's only one infantry of mine down there. It's very important, if you're fighting one infantry versus one infantry on enemy territory, you're gonna lose. In some cases, two infantry versus one infantry, you're definitely gonna lose one infantry, and you may or may not win that fight. It's important to have that unit outnumbered by like a bit. 3, you'll win it. You may even still lose one of your units. But it's important to use your air to knock that unit down a bit before you push in. You knock his health down to like half. Okay, yeah, I was mistaken anyway. The unit I sent to the Caribbeans was a different unit. There you go. I'm sending that plane, that fighter, to attack that unit so I can finish taking those southeast islands. Important to build hospitals in your capital. It's most convenient in your capital because you got an airport there, and it's easy to just send units back to your capital. In most cases, you take an enemy's capital, you get that airport that he has, or she, more than likely he, but you get that airport, so your unit will fly back to your capital quicker. Healing units, saving as many units as possible is super important. losing any unit is that detrimental, man. Or it can be. Like there are certain games I played. I put this unit, and set up the waypoints for this unit to attack. I'm not sure what the hell happened, but the next day I logged on, and like I waited for Mexico to almost hit Ecuador's island before I set up my waypoint, and I even put a delay on them to get him to attack about the same time that he would arrive. But something happened with the next day where my units canceled their movement. I don't know why that happens. That happens sometimes. But this is the next day. Mexico took that island, and he didn't run back to defend. So he got hit, lost his capital, lost a couple cities. That happened numerous times in this game. So I'm like trying to coach both of these allies while managing my own situation. And this hasn't even gotten to like the brunt of it, man. I think it's like next video, more than likely it should be. I end up going to war with Ecuador. Ecuador, Colombia, and Bolivia at the same time. There have been times though, when it comes to the hospital, man, it's important to build that hospital and rank that shit up all the way to rank 5, man, throughout the game. There have been times where I've had like 10, I've saved like 10, a stack of 10 different units, man. I keep my recon most of this entire game, man, the whole game. I didn't lose my recon. And I didn't even research into them. They're rank 1 the entire game. But I managed to keep them due to like using them and then healing them. Healing is definitely important. Well, you got your enemies out there losing all these units, and you're switching them out and healing them. You end up having like double the amount of units at the end. I think when this game ended, I was up to like almost 100 different units, man. Or no, I don't think it was that high. I don't remember what it was. It was like 70 or something. And I was at like 30, 40 jets. 10 to 15 different Corvettes and frigates. Rank 5, rank 6, something like that. The jets were like almost maxed or maxed. No, they were maxed. The jets and the infantry were maxed. The entire game, my focus was just... Alright, it kind of switched up, man, because Myanmar in this game was ranked 109 or 108 or whatever. And he's a good player. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll have the next part uploaded here soon.